Good morning. Afternoon, actually. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. Made a few changes. My greenhouse came to temperature, so I took away my temporary greenhouse and I moved it back here, and I haven't set my atmospherics up because I'm producing oxygen, but I don't think I'm producing enough yet. I gotta expand this a little more. And I did learn something. I had to throw 3 heaters on my pipe. Hopefully that did get it done in time. Let's see if that's enough. But cocoa needs warm water. So I had to go buy some more cocoa seeds. And let's see if it gives me that same morning. I'm only going to plant one of them. Okay, so it's looking good now. It's growing poorly, which is, of course, because it's too cold in here. I turned the heat, well, I didn't turn the heat up, I turned the cooler down. So, looks like you need 20, well, you know what, I'm going to warm it to 25. Well, it is 25. Okay. Maybe that's because it's not 25 in here. It's not. So this is going to cool off, so I'm going to have to watch that. They're not all, some of them are insulated, other ones are not. So 25 seems to be okay. When I planted the last time, my water temperature was around 15 C, and it promptly died. I was like, ah, criminy. But I got corn, I got some wheat, I got sugar cane. That's thriving. Wheat's only growing moderately well. I'll have to, well, you know what? I need to bring my, I gotta do a upgraded tablet here real quick. I'm always slow to do the good upgrades. Too busy doing other things. This has been working really well. I had some people suggest I should save this gas. I'm not sure exactly how I would do that right now, but I don't need to. It's at temperature. I actually turned this off because I got enough gas in here now. I got, that's a little low. I wonder why it got low. What do I have this set for? 88. Why did it get less than 88? Interesting. Anyway, not a big deal. But let me get my plant analyzer, which is right here. See what's wrong with my wheat. It's not happy. Why is my wheat not happy? Temperature is good. Growth efficiency, breathing is good. Actually, it's above 101%. Pressure's good. It's a little low in here, but light deficient. I did hook this one up later, so that might correct itself. Everything else is thriving. Oops. Yeah, that's not a plant type. Thriving. 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 Is it still growing? Yeah, it's probably going to grow poorly because it's made for a warm environment. That just means it'll grow slower. That is what it is. Let this come back up. It's kind of funny that I cooled the temperature down too far in this room. It was hot for so long. Yeah. I did disconnect this because I didn't want to warm up. Oh, that's what the temperature was. I said, well, I don't want to warm up, you know, an extra 51 liters. But this shouldn't be running anymore. There's 24 in here. So that's why this keeps. I'm going to let that one on for a while. Or, amazingly, to heat the room up. Thank the guy again for telling me about the 7 coverage. Boy, I did two 2 grow lights and I've covered 14 plants. I've never been that efficient before. So that was really good advice. So I can put 2 more rows in here. I'll have to move these heaters. This was just a temporary build. I didn't hook the Harveys up yet. There the lights come on. So, oop, let's switch this out again. So the light stress should be coming down now. Illumination stress. Eventually that'll start to drop. This should correct itself. I planted those kind of late, even though that's doing good. I'm a little hesitant. Oh, by the way, they're mislabeled in the trading. They have sugarcane, and they call this sugarcane also, but this is more expensive, and it has this picture, but it's mislabeled as sugarcane in the traders. So that was a little bit confusing. These soybeans are only growing moderately. I planted all this stuff late, so why is soybean? No deficiency. Nitrogen is good. No pollutants. No volatiles. Illumination stress is good. Pressure's okay. Temperature's okay. So I'm not sure why that's... Oh, it just switched to thriving. So it was probably in the dark. Growth efficiency. Illumination stress. Yeah, so these have some illumination stress because this is the last light I hooked up. So that should come back. I don't want to heat this water up too much, but it cools back down pretty quick because of the... Oh. What in the world am I doing? Let's try that again. It cools back down because it's 24 in here. I could turn these off to make sure they don't come on, but I did reset the temperature. I am going to keep this in a carbon atmosphere because the plants tend to grow a little bit better. I should have left that in there, but I'm going to put it over here. Like I said, I've gotten used to the pipes groaning. They groan at me every time now, every night. They groan at me. I did hook another one of these up. It did seem to help, but it hasn't burst anything, so I don't really need this to get any colder than that. So temperature control, that's not, ooh, gold. Oh no, that's copper. The light made it look like gold. Dang it. Okay, so let's expand this a little more, I guess. I had to buy some electrum. I lost a little bit of money there. It's just easier for me to buy the electrum on Vulcan. I'm a cheapskate when it comes to that. But I needed electrum for the Harveys. And I was out. Well, I got my solder. So I can make 10 more Harveys before I need more electrum. So let's fire that up. And I'm going to need a few more. Not that. I got enough heaters now. Hydro. We'll make, I don't know, maybe 15 of those. Get 2 rows going. I have enough iron in there. I got tons of iron. I wish a trader bought iron. I got 1,000, 2,000, 3,500 iron. I know the Harveys are going to be kind of slow. Now the only problem with this is I'm going to have to put another one of... I'll wait till I'm done, so I'll take this off so I don't get too stinky and grouchy. I'm going to have to make another one of those and maybe another suit and put it here. So, and I'm going to put a flashing light in here so I don't forget, because I know I will. That's 10. We'll start with 15 and see if that's enough. Well, I should have just kept this on, I guess. There's going to be a little bit of pain. I'm still debating on whether I should keep the hammer. Well, there it goes. Like I said, I've gotten used to it complaining. It is what it is. This temperature shoots up and then cools back down. But the second one, without the second one, this was the pressure was getting up to 5.5, and I was a little worried. But I've gotten used to it, and I just ignore it now. Alright, so I've been doing every other one here, that way I can keep them close. So that'll be a Harvey, that won't be a Harvey, that'll be a Harvey, and so on and so forth, till I get to the 14, which worked out perfectly by the size of the room. That was just total coincidence. So then I can just do 2 lights. Alright, so that's 1 row, so I actually can do some more. Put them 2 apart, which is going to mess me up there. How's the water temperature while I'm here? It's still holding up, so we're okay. So, what is it? Probably, I'd say a drill. I'll take a guess here. Hey! And then I gotta cut the wires off of there. Get them out of the way. I don't know why I'm gonna leave that one hooked up, but I am. Alright, so bring these Harveys down here. One. How did I do that now? Do I leave a 2 gap? 1, 2 gap, yeah. 1. That's so I can do the chutes the way I want to set them up eventually here. So what do I need? I got 1, 5, so I need 9 more. I want to make this greenhouse as big as I can so it produces some oxygen so I can stop boiling away my water. So 9 more. How's my Harveys coming? Wow, they take a long time. Yeah, I hear you. Take it easy, take it easy. I got a ton of liquid in there. 35 liters. That's why the temperature goes up, because this is warm and it loads the warm pollutant in here, which it's got to cool down before it can cool this back down. So if this gets down to normal, I might just turn this off and not run this, because I kind of am just at this point heating the water back up and cooling it back off. So this is just going to be my spare air, and it went down more. Why is it going down in here? Huh. Oh, I bet you I know why. Because when I vacate the air from the door, it pushes it above limit. So I can crack this. I got this set for 88. I changed these settings a little bit. So let's make the input air 92. Yeah, you know what? That's still a little high, I think. We'll go 86 and 90. Now this air is going to be a little warm, but only when it's running. Ah! I think that's a little more than 9. Well, future expansion. Oops. plain one, Harvey, plain, Harvey, plain, Harvey. Okay, I did need 9. I made just a few too many. Oh, well, what did I do with the water pipes? I didn't use them all, did I? I bet you I put them on the shelf somewhere. Water pipes, water pipes, water pipes. I could take some of these, but now I don't have any pressure relief on these other than those. I could take 2 or 3 of them, I think. They can start groaning at me, I'll put one back. Yeah, we're fine. I still got 300 liters in my drinking system, so, and my oxygen system, which I hope I don't need anymore after a little bit. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, if it's worthwhile. Put it in the comments if it's worthwhile keeping this all CO2, mostly CO2. Of course, that's going to drain my water down, but it still should be fine. 10 meters. Yeah, I'll have to watch the water amount in here. Did it warm up in here? No. The only problem with keeping this with such a high CO2 level is, oh, the oxygen did go up. It was around 22, it's up to 32, so that's working. So I got to leave room to put a filter in here. I wanted to filter the oxygen out of here, put it over there, filter the CO2 from over there and put it in here. Let's see how well that balances. Is this still doing okay? Poorly, but moderately. Do I have to change this setting again? I've already lowered this like repeatedly. My light on and off. This is a weird planet. I don't know if the solar angle changes a ton with the seasons, which it might. I guess I could try lowering this. Oops. Import. To 55. Turn the light on. I just got to watch that I don't get, you know, dark deficient. You go from one extreme to the other. We'll try that. See if I can get rid of these moderate growing ones. It's thriving up here. I need to watch for these. I planted way too many potatoes because I wanted to. Matter of fact, I'm going to remove all but maybe. We'll leave this one. So I'll replant that one. But I got a lot of potatoes planted because I wanted to test the light setup before I put anything valuable in them. I think I got a couple over here. That's a soybean. Is that a potato? Yeah. I don't need this many potatoes. So we'll plant something else in those. Once I get some more seeds, because I planted most of the seeds that I had. And I'm not comfortable enough to plant 2 more cocos. I don't know if it's 20 degrees. It was still saying it was growing poorly when they died, and I was around 20 degrees. And it said when you highlighted it, the water is too cold. So that's when I threw the heater on here. It seems to be going up a little bit. That's because the room. It took me so long to cool this room down. Now I got the cooler shut off, and it's cooler than I want it to be. Yeah, let's go put the potatoes away. Alright. I'm going to move my refrigerator. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do this yet. I did start eating potatoes, as you can see, which does not give you the extra bonus, of course, when you drink water. So that's why I don't want to eat them too long. Okay, so that's off. This is probably out of something. Oh. Why did it stop? I must have hooked some data up somewhere. Oh, I disconnected the heater. Sheesh. Too sensitive. Now, once I get these Harveys set up, I'll use Cows or Evil's program to run them. Is that right? Over, yep. Okay, so that row is completely done. I could probably turn these on, but I mean, wiring them up would be kind of boring. This will probably be a short episode. I just wanted to let everybody know that my room is cold on that side. No, 25.6. What's I looking at? Oh, the room temperature. Alright, that's good enough for now. I'd like to have this get to 25 so those things don't keep cooling the room down, or cooling the pipes down. I always like to double check. Yep, we got water there. Yep. Alright. Like I said, a shorter episode today, I think. If this is down to temperature, I'm just going to shut this off. 24. No reason for this to run anymore. So turn off the controller, that leaves everything off. And I could turn, there's some liquid in there, right? Oh, there is liquid in there. Well, maybe I better leave that on. What happens if I turn that off? The liquid just sitting there? Probably doesn't matter at this point. Well, anyway, I'll wait till that runs out, and then I'll turn that off permanently. But there you have it. Got my greenhouse set up. Shorter episode. This is working. A lot of suggestions about what to do with this. Now, the reason I didn't do anything with this gas is when I first fired this up, this gas is going to be 300 or 400 degrees, and I don't want to put that anywhere where I'm going to use it. It's better just to vent it back out to the Vulcan environment. Now, yeah, when I'm at this temperature, I can save that gas and recycle it, but it's too much work, in my opinion, because this works so darn fast. I'm wondering if this pressure over here is going up. This is my symbol that, one, I don't have any CO2 in my line, which is probably the case, or my filters are run out. But yeah, I'm more comfortable and happy with the way this is running. I don't want to take the hot gas. It's not always hot, but when it is hot, I don't want it heating anything else up. I'll just vent it back to the Vulcan. It's cheap. I mean, you input the air, you export the air. It's that whole system from here over is one active vent. On this side of the pipe, it's only one active vent. There's no cost hardly with electrical or anything. They got these, which I really probably only need one of these, but I'm being super cautious, and I put two of them on. And that doesn't require power. I don't know how much power those use, but this is a very power cheap system. And to worry about reusing gas, I have an unlimited supply of it. I don't really need to reuse it. I'm going to go check. Now this is not a ideal system, and it took a while, but I had to wait for my stupid greenhouse to cool down till it got too cold. Anyway. Power, by the way, is not an issue. I had those 3 heaters running, and I had no problem at all. Ooh, that's a terrible glare. So I'm out of air in there, which means I'm probably out of CO2. Yep. Bone dry. So I can vent that. And this is what I do, and I don't have to do it too often. I got this set to 19.5 megapascals. I just blast the air out of there. Close that back up. Set my input to max. Turn my power vent on and pump this up to, 19 or 20 megapascals. Ooh, there is no gas in here. 14 and 100. I have a new one. While I'm here, I'll just change it and chuck that 14%. That way I won't have to worry about it. But, so this will be getting more CO2 now, and I've got straight CO2 running into the room now because I have no oxygen or nitrogen left. And I don't make enough ores to make nitrogen. If I need nitrogen, I'll probably just trade with a gas person. Eventually I'm probably going to have to make some super ores. I can't get super alloys right now from trading. All I can get is like solder, constant tin, and electrum. So I'm going to have to wait a little bit for that, I think. I don't need a whole ton of air in here. It's already building up. Because once this gets to 5 megapascals, it's going to shut off anyway. But I had the gas mixer in here, but I set it to 100 because, like I said, I don't have anything to mix it with anymore. And with this system, by the way, because of the pressure, eventually I do start to get, not at this temperature. This is a good time to do it because it's cool. What is the temperature out here? This is an excellent time to do it. But eventually I will get pollutant liquid in here, so I had to stick that in there. So that's why that's there. And we'll let that get up. And this holds me pretty well. This will last quite a while. I got 42 moles there and 1 kilomole. There's the pollutant liquid. So that was messing my pipes up, so I stuck that in there, and that keeps the liquid out of my pipe system. Okay, that's good enough. I turn that off, and I turn this down because I think it uses power. Even though there's nothing there, I think it uses power. And slowly, because I got this set to 1, this pipe will be at 19 pretty quick. I could blast it, I guess, but oh, it is at 17 megapascals, yeah. So it goes up. Once it gets to 19, it starts bleeding it out. But it pretty much holds most of the CO2 in there, and it works pretty well. I get pretty good air out of that. Trading, I did expand. I went to a 5x5 because I wasn't finding a lot of the stuff that I needed. I don't know if people are aware of it or not, but there is a 6x6 oxygen trader out there, and I may expand this to 6x6 just to see and enclose it, which will be a pain. Still got almost a meg in there. Boy, that's tough to do on Vulcan. In order to use an oxygen trader on Vulcan, you're going to have to enclose this. When they land, you're going to have to remove every bit of air out of it and then refill it with a stored amount of air. Because if you just put oxygen, you close the door to put oxygen in here, you're going to have a crater. So, man, I may have to not do chickens on this one. Unless I stumble across I have not seen since oh, by the way, there's another thing I want to cover. I don't know what was up with that ice. But I have not seen any more ice since that ice glitch. I don't understand that at all. That was just some kind of glitch that spawned some ice. And I've been doing a ton of mining, because that's how I make most of my money. And I have not seen any more ice. Weird. Something glitchy. Alright. So that's pretty much it for today. Mainly working on the greenhouse. Clean this up. I'm probably going to move this area and put maybe my kitchen stuff here and have the oven or refrigerated vending machine and have everything, thinking out loud, everything shooted into my refrigerated vending machine and then set up some kind of cooking in here. I could almost back this up, but it works so well I don't want to mess with it. Maybe I don't know if I can, I'll have to look at the outside. Maybe I'll, why is the AC coming on? What's the temperature in here? I heard you. There you go. Stop it! I'm going to have to raise that a little bit, I think. Oh, by the way, that video yesterday, after I edited it and loaded it, I realized there was no game sounds. And of course, Windows in its infinite wisdom removed my desktop audio. I had to reattach that, so hopefully you can hear. I was pointing out how, oh, there it goes, yesterday, when this pipe was groaning, and then when I edited, I'm like, where's the pipe noise? But that's it for today. I am going to go in here and again, let me know what you think. Is it worth keeping this just a CO2 environment? I'll try 4 rows. It's 32, 33. So I am gaining oxygen and losing CO2. The question is that 4 rows going to be enough to... Is this back to normal? Oh, it might not go back to normal until I... Growing poorly. Growing moderately. Thriving. Thriving. Oh, I can get sugarcane already. Look at that. So the sugarcane is not affected by the temperature. But I want the seeds, so I'm not going to do anything with that yet because I want seeds. Someone will produce a seed. Anyway, you see my... Well, I get switchgrass already. One of these rows is going to be all switchgrass. And then I'm going to try and make water. And I can't remember it again. But I looked it up. I don't know why I have trouble. I want to keep saying, is it... Oh man, you're killing me here. I looked it up and like, oh yeah, that's it. No results. H2 combustor. Is that it? No, that's what I want to keep calling it. Composter. Nope, that's not it. That's the same thing I did last time. Wasn't it advanced something? Oh my. That's not it. That just makes... That takes water. I may have to get in... Well, I'll figure it out. One day you'll start a video and you'll see it. But I may have to... Why is it so foggy? There's no water in here. No. Okay, the temperature is staying up now. And it's 25 in here, so now I should be okay. Okay. Maybe Old Salt Gamer. Let me know. I really would like some opinions if you think it's better to... Well, I'm going to pump the oxygen out of here because I need it. But I could just get rid of this door, mix the two atmospheres, and pump the oxygen out anyway, but do the plants grow better? Because I had something growing at 101%. I left it in the other room. But let me know what you think about that. I'm very curious to know if that's a worthwhile thing with having to have the helmet on all the time. Again, Navy Old Salt Gamer. If you find these enjoyable, go ahead and like and subscribe. Please feel free to leave comments and say, well, you know, what are you doing? That's not the right way to do it. I got to get this tank out of here because this is pollutants before I do something stupid with it. I don't need it anymore. Alright, you have a good day.